Hello, everybody, and welcome to FILTERLESS, the podcast where we talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about, however the fuck we want to talk about it. My name is Kat, or Catatonic if you come from YouTube, and I am joined, as always, by my lovely co-host, AceofShame.
We work in the dark to serve the light. We are electricians.
Okay. And today's brain rot is a little different. As you guys probably saw by the title, we're doing another tournament. But instead of just two people, or instead of just three people, we have four people. We are joined by Ven.
Hello, me again.
And Jeremy, or the main character.
Yeah, it's me again.
That's some main character energy.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm here. Yeah, he's the main character, but his PNG tuber's like on the other side of the recording studio. Like he's the fucking plague.
It's because I'm so great. You got to keep your distance.
Nah, it's them jorts. They haven't been washed.
That's what I was gonna say.
The googly eyes are starting to fall off a little bit. It's kind of scary.
It's the smell.
So today's brain rot is, like I said, a tournament, and unlike last tournament we did, instead of just superheroes in general, we're doing video game heroes. Woohoo! So, wahoo! It's a me, Marlo. Anyways, before we get into that, Ace, you have a little bit of housekeeping to do?
Nope. We don't have any new reviews.
I meant like the email, but okay.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, if you want to send us topics here at FILTERLESS, we do have a filterlesstopics@gmail.com email you could send us topics to that we will use for the show. I promise. Please do it. I'm getting desperate.
Yeah, and also, if you guys don't have Apple products, but you still want to give us a review, go ahead and send it to that email as well. Link will be down in the description
We'll
below.
read it on the show.
And we will most definitely read it. Those also come in a lot sooner than the Apple reviews, because those take like 3 days to actually, do their job.
Yeah.
So
Good grief. Yeah, Apple. Get your shit together.
Yeah, get your shit together. Or you could just drop us a review of sorts per episode in the Spotify comment section or whatever.
I'll pin it if I think it's funny.
Yeah, I'll pin it. That's it. I'll just pin it.
All right.
Also, while everyone is here, while you're listening, go check out the merchandise at Filterless Fits, also in the link tree down below. Pretty cool stuff. I ordered some. It's on the way. I'll give you guys an honest review of what I think of it.
You get to see pictures of us wearing our own merch.
Wahoo. Anyways, Ven, you said that you have a disturbing fun fact for this episode.
Yes, I do have a disturbing fun fact. It was my backup fact in a solo one that was previous. Anyway, so my fun fact is there's actually more non-human cells in your body than there are human cells.
I'm a motherfucking alien. I got alien hands.
Most of those are your gut bacteria, of which there are 3 pounds of non-human cells in your gut.
Yummy.
I knew he was going to say that shit.
Pounds of bacteria. Yum.
So many non-people cells that are in the people.
Well, now that we've been thoroughly disturbed, who's ready to tournament?
Yes.
Let's go!
I certainly am.
My ass pummeled into the ground once again.
All right. Before we fully start,
Uh-huh.
we should go over some quick rules or regulations or whatever on what characters count. So we're doing
Isn't it more fun
video
to
game
wait?
Heroes. No.
Yeah, isn't
we're doing
it more fun to wait and see when Kat gets out? Or
No. So we're doing video game heroes, the idea of which is they are the character in a video game who are a hero in some way, whether they save the world or their town or are just generally heroic.
Oh. I was just going for like the main character of like the hero of the story.
Well, if they're a hero, you can argue it. So that's
I mean,
the
all of mine
general
are, but yeah.
thing we're working off of is that they are the hero.
Yeah.
You have to if they're not the hero, you can try to argue it, and we will decide.
And this is going to
that
be
moment.
a totally biased tournament based on what we think is best, basically.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
no
that's just,
real
the-
way to gauge this. This isn't like a strength thing. This isn't a...
Yeah, this isn't just like the superhero tournament. We're not doing a one-on-one competition because if we were,
I would win.
Doomslayer would kill everyone.
It's just who's the best hero of their story.
All right. So we're drafting, just a regular drafting, not snake drafting this time. And the order is
Oh.
Ven, Jeremy, me, and then Kat. Everyone
So
got
no
it?
Random
snake
dice
draft. Damn.
Fucked Cat again.
He didn't go second this time.
I didn't go second. I went last.
All right. Are you ready?
All right. Start us up.
Yeah.
Okay. So my first pick is a pretty obvious choice. He's been in an uncountable number of games for several decades at this point, since the early days of the video games. He's got, signature red outfit. Everyone loves him. He was in everyone's childhood. That's right. It's me. No, I'm fucking with you. It's Spider-Man.
You can't pick Spider-Man.
He's been in more video games than any other superhero.
There are a lot
Yes,
of
but he's
Spider-Man
been in
video
more
games.
comic books than he have been in video games. I would
So-
say
That wasn't a rule.
that Spider-Man...
So-
I don't think Spider-Man can count. Because...
Yes, he does.
No.
He's
Just no.
one of the most popular video game characters, dude. He's been in so many damn video games.
I would recommend you just let it count so we could vote it out, Kat.
That's a good point. Okay, yeah, that counts. Moving on. Ace, right? Jeremy?
It's
Who's
Jeremy.
next?
Jeremy and then me.
I'm gonna pick this guy because Kat wanted him, and it's pretty obvious. Yeah, Doom guy.
Wait, Doom Guy or Doom Slayer? Because they're two different people.
No, it's the same guy.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Nuh-uh.
Because
I'm
mean,
pretty sure
nuh-uh?
Doom Guy and Doom Slayer...
What
No,
makes you
this-
pick Doom Slayer as the best video game hero?
Let me say this. Doom Guy is Doom Guy, but they do refer to him as the Slayer
Yeah.
in the games, but it doesn't make him not Doom Guy. He is still the guy.
I'm pretty sure they're the same
'Cause-
person.
Yeah. But
Okay.
I picked Doom Guy, Doom Slayer, however you want to specifically say it, because he quite literally does save the world.
Yeah.
Also because you knew I was going to pick him.
Well, he was the top of my list either way, so
Anyways, moving on. Ace.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep the arguments for the actual brackets.
Okay, we will keep everything short and sweet. So it's my turn now. All right. I'm going for Kratos.
Ooh.
Fuck yeah, Kratos.
that was my second guy.
That was my second guy.
Bro, you just pick him from the Fortnite roster?
No.
I picked John Wick. He's in a video game.
Give me the Terminator. All right, Kat,
so
you're up.
makes it my turn. I'm gonna go with Link
Gay.
from Legend of Zelda. Okay, fuck you.
Okay.
I'm on like a really big like Legend of Zelda. What's the word? Like
Kick?
I'm. Yeah.
Twink.
So, what?
Twink.
Okay.
I mean, that's not debatable.
On the contrary. Anyways, moving on.
Ven's turn.
Ven, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna pick a character that I kind of am obligated to pick. You two, if not Ace, not included, he knows who this is. You two probably don't know who the fuck this is, but I'm doing it anyway. There's a main character of a Kingdom Hearts game that I am named after, so I'm going with Ventus from Kingdom Hearts.
Show of hands.
I have no idea who the fuck that
who
is.
knows who Ventus from Kingdom Hearts is.
I am gonna be
Correct.
honest. The only reason why I know who Sora is because of the Star Bomb song.
Oh.
That's the only
You
reason
don't-
why I know that's his name. I am not a Kingdom Hearts fan. Could not care less.
You're missing out.
Uh-huh.
It's a single player game. I don't play a
Ooh,
lot of
it's a
single
fandom.
player games.
It's many single player games, and they are a bit confusing.
All right, Jeremy.
Yeah.
What's your next pick?
I'm gonna go with another big name and do Master Chief.
Oh.
Motherfucker. That was my next pick.
That's a white guy pick.
I do be a white guy.
I do like that Jeremy, both his characters that he picked pretty much look almost identical.
They're the same.
They're the
just
same
big
thing. They're
dudes.
both
Big
Space
dudes
Marines.
in green armor. All right. I'm going to go with one of the greatest archaeologists of our time, Lara Croft.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Hell yeah.
Like I
believe
said
I'm getting
in the
some of these
beginning,
picks.
like I said, I'm going to start taking people from Ace. Or people he knows. People he might not pick, but people he knows. My next pick, because Master Chief is so wrongfully stolen from me, I'm going to pick the Knight from Hollow Knight.
That actually was not on my list.
Yeah, but you know him, so...
I do know the knight, yeah. He picked the silent character.
Both of my
Twice.
characters are silent.
Twice. All right, Van.
Okay, so my list quickly gets into weird what the fuck nobody else have ever played this game before because, again, my video game tastes are fucking weird. So, we're going with... which one? Let's go with Rindo from Neo The World Ends With You.
Oh boy, you are not winning this.
Yeah,
No.
Ven's taking the cat route and just drafting with the heart.
Great game, by the way. The World Ends With You, fantastic games.
Yeah, so I'm
well,
gonna pick
the
Turnip.
second one.
I'm gonna pick Turnip Boy. I'm gonna pick Turnip Boy from Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion.
Okay. All right, buddy.
Have you guys played that game?
I've
Yes.
seen it. I've never played it.
It's apparently hilarious.
All
There's
right.
like a fetch quest where you're supposed to give this blind guy his fishing pole or like his bucket or something like that, and you could just opt to steal it.
Okay. Jeremy, what's up? What's your next one?
I'm gonna go with probably one none of y'all thought about, but William J. Blazkowicz from Wolfenstein.
All of these are the same character. Okay.
Wait, are they really?
I love my brick shit houses. Okay.
All right.
Wait, I don't know that other character. So are they like? Are
So,
they actually
okay.
all the same?
They are all the same. Big buff
It's
marine dudes.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
prediction:
mine
his
three are all
next pick is
twigs,
gonna
so-
be Hulk.
I cannot spell that last name, so I'm just gonna guess.
Yeah. It's a weird one.
All right.
Ace.
My turn again.
That's how drafts work.
Shut the fuck up. It's so many good ones to pick from. I'm gonna go with Isaac Clarke from Dead Space.
Ooh, that's the other big green guy. Even though he's not green, but he still kind of has that same vibe as Doomslayer and Master Chief.
He's an engineer.
Yeah, but he still has that same vibe, you know?
Not really. Everybody else is kind of like I am born to be this killing machines. Isaac Clarke was just like, yeah, let's go fix this ship in the middle of nowhere in space.
It's like, oh,
Now
ha!
it's
Hellspawn! That's
and
nice.
yeah, looking for my girlfriend, and now I'm a schizophrenic and I'm being attacked by aliens.
That's Dead Space.
I didn't play Dead Space.
Missing
I watched
out.
I watched Mark play the remaster, and then I played someone basically made Dead Space into Little Big Planet. So I played the Little Big Planet 3 version of Dead Space.
Brother.
Kat, you're up.
So my next pick, speaking of green guys, I'm picking
The Incredible
Luigi.
Hulk.
No, I'm picking Luigi.
Luigi.
Oh, Luigi.
Yeah. Luigi.
Okay.
Luigi.
Lugigi.
Huh? Lugia.
Luigi.
Lugia.
Yeah, so I'm picking Luigi, and I'm proud of my pick. And moving on, Ben, your turn.
Yep, you're up, Ben.
Alright, since I should probably pick at least one other character that people actually know, I'm gonna pick Spyro from Spyro.
That was one of my backups.
All
The
right.
dragon. The dragon. He's a dragon.
All right, Jeremy, you're up.
I have to think about this one.
Okay.
Picking Spyro.
Because-
I'm picking
because-
Spyro from Skylanders, different character.
Are you gonna take Duke Nukem?
No, but he is on my my other list of notable mentions.
Fucking knew it.
I am gonna pick a controversial one in my opinion, which is gonna be Ellie from the Last of Us series.
Oh my gosh, a woman.
Yeah.
Not a big green dude. He's learning.
So he's got two types, big dudes and women.
Children.
No.
no, let's hold on.
Jeremy really be like, no.
A child, huh?
No. Wait.
Wait.
Don't worry, I have 2 children on my list already.
Oh, you've made it worse. All right.
Oh, we're still talking about video games, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
we
Ventus
are.
and Rendo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
I would be a shitty
Spyro too,
Assassin's
actually.
Creed fan if I didn't take Ezio.
Bless you.
All right, go. You sir. You, sir, are asking for it. Do not insult
Okay,
the mentor.
No, I was insulting you. See, I was actually told when I was making this list, I went to a group chat of a bunch of my friends. I'm like, guys, I need video game heroes, and one of them was like, well, you know how much Ace likes Assassin's Creed, right? And I'm like, yeah. They go, yeah, you should take Ezio. I'm like, yeah, but I can't argue for him
Fair.
because I have never played an Assassin's Creed game.
Here's the thing. I could argue against Ezio too completely. I know the
also-
complete in and outs of that character.
I also didn't want to say that he was the hero because he's an assassin. So,
He's still technically
Anyways.
the hero, but yeah. Anyways, your
like I
turn,
said, I
Jack.
haven't played any of the games. So we got Link,
Mhm.
silent guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got the knight from Hollow Knight, also silent guy. We got Luigi, who's a whiny bitch. We're going to follow up this list with Zelda, also from Legend of Zelda. Well,
Do you get
she
to
didn't
play
have
her
the-
ever?
Yes, there's actually-
I believe
But
so.
you also you didn't specify playable character. You just said like the hero, and technically in the newer games, Zelda has basically become the hero of the story, and Link is just like kind of there.
Nintendo L.
Yeah.
Playable character was implied.
All right, Fen, you're up.
Oh god, which the fuck do I want to pick?
Last pick. Make it count.
Yeah. See, all of my last picks are ones that nobody's gonna fucking know. I guess I'm gonna go with Phoenix from Immortals Phoenix Rising. Because at least that one's newer.
I forgot about that character, I'm not gonna lie.
I forgot about the game.
It's
Like
a
not even the
good
character.
game.
I forgot about that game. I'm not doubting that it was a good game. I'm just
It
like,
was a good game. I did like it.
Oh, I had forgotten about it too until I went into the PS5 library.
yeah, you were just looking at the PS5 games. All right, Jeremy, your last pick.
I'm gonna have a few honorable mentions then. Oh, hold on. Now I have to think because it's implied that it's a playable character. It doesn't have to be,
It does not. Kat picked one character that's not always playable.
but
I mean, she's playable in her own game, which was arguably a very shit Legend of Zelda game.
okay. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Lee, who is the playable character for the Telltale's The Walking Dead first season.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's a good pick.
Yeah, that is a good pick. I didn't even think about
Does she
doing a
do any-
Telltale character.
Deep cut.
Yeah.
All right, my last pick. There's so many good ones on the board, but just because I already have such a powerhouse of a team, I think I'm gonna go with Shovel Knight.
Oh, that was one of the picks that I was gonna do to take from you, but then I'm like, oh, I don't know if you'll pick him. That's why I didn't pick him last round.
I will never not pick my boy Shovel Knight.
So my last pick is going to be our favorite blue mammal, Sonic.
I don't know if he's my favorite blue mammal.
He's my
Yeah,
favorite blue mammal.
My favorite blue mammal is your mom.
What does that imply?
What does that mean? What do you mean?
How does one have a favorite blue mammal?
I mean, the only other ones I can think of are Bluey, Blue's Clues, and Sonic. So,
Well, the Blue Man Group.
They are blue
They're not-
mammals.
Yeah.
it's true.
All right, Van.
What about James P. Sullivan? He's a blue mammal.
Are you
Oh,
talking?
Stitch! Don't forget Stitch.
Stitch isn't a
Rainbow
video game
Dash?
character. Who?
I'm sure they're in video games. Cookie Monster, Grouchy Smurf.
If Cookie Monster's a mammal, I'm concerned.
I mean,
What else would he be?
he meets the criteria.
That implies things I don't like.
That implies
Cookie
You think-
Monster could dip his cookies in breast milk.
Yeah, that's what I was
Okay.
thinking.
he could do that even if he wasn't a mammal.
But
What do you mean?
But it could be his own mother's.
Why do
Do
you,
you think
say
Cookie
these
Monster's
things?
hung?
That's okay. This is why you're losing.
Where does the Muppet dick go?
Internal, like a horse or a fucking elephant.
Your fucker has a sheath around his cock.
Brother.
What if Muppets are just like really colorful parasites that are feeding off their host?
Yeah, that's not an unpopular theory.
Anyways. I like to imagine the person who is the hand for Kermit. People ask him what he does. He's just like, I get paid to have my hand up a frog's ass.
So if you're
What?
going with the parasite route,
heard
that
me.
means where their butthole is actually their mouth.
Yeah.
Well, you've got the hands
Starfish.
up the ass usually. It's actually their mouth.
Fair enough. All right. Honorable mentions. Ven, what are yours?
Oh, honorable mentions now or at the end?
Do them now because we're not going to put them into the bracket.
Yeah, I say do it
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Let's see. Other honorable mentions would be Sora of Kingdom Hearts, but I already picked a Kingdom Hearts character, so I wasn't doing that. Also had the cat from Stray on my list, which is, just fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I like that one.
The other two are characters that I doubt anybody knows because they're from older games. The Oddworld games, both Stranger from Stranger's Wrath and Munch from Munch's Odyssey.
Yeah, I think you lost them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're older
they're-
games.
They're a little too young for that.
Hey.
They're good games,
play
though. I'd go back and
older
play
games.
those.
They're a little too into
Go check-
green men.
There's a green man in Munch's Odyssey. His name is Abe, and he has 3 fingers.
I mean,
What do you do with them?
So hold them up to the moon.
I'm surprised one of Jeremy's picks wasn't Captain Quark from Ratchet and Clank. Big green guy.
I
Big
was
ass green
not,
man.
I was not big onto like games like that.
All right, Jeremy.
And
What
I didn't
were
like
your,
Ratchet and Clank?
what were your honorable
My-
mentions?
My honorable mentions on this page are Snake with the Big Boss variant from Metal Gear.
Oh, nice.
I had Papyrus and Sans.
I was
Not, like,
wondering.
together.
I was
but
wondering.
it's yeah, because I had
Shit, I forgot about Undertale.
I'm not gonna lie, if like the whole like playable hero like character wasn't heavily implied, I was gonna pick Papyrus instead of Lee. He was higher on my list.
So, I didn't pick Undertale characters because it's very hard to tell who's the good guy.
Depends on which run you're doing.
That too. So, first of all, you got Frisk, the playable character. Like, they believe that's the canon name of the playable character.
Yes.
But
Yes.
if you take the genocide route, you turn into Kara, who
Well, not
is
necessarily.
You don't
there
turn into
because-
Kara, but
like the character possesses you or something like that.
You
Sorta.
embody them, sort of.
But then the monsters, they're not necessarily evil. They're just that they feed off of human souls. It's not that they're essentially the bad guy.
Not even that. They just have the capabilities to use them for magical power. They don't.
Yeah,
they don't
they're not-
necessarily feed off of them.
Yeah, they're not necessarily the bad guys, especially Sans and Papyrus. The only reason why you fight Sans is because you kill Papyrus.
Yeah, and I think Papyrus is arguably like the nicest, goodest character in all of Undertale.
Yeah.
All right. What were your other picks, Jeremy? Before we become an Undertale podcast.
Yeah, so this one's might go over your head. It's Jack Ryan from BioShock 1, who is the playable character.
Oh, is that his name? Okay.
Yeah, because he's Ryan's son.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
The whole like would you kindly shit that you learn about. But one, I figured nobody really knew what his name was, and there's not a lot to go off of. And it's also one of those things of technically you can kind of choose how the story ends.
Yeah,
So-
see, the only protagonist I know from BioShock is Booker DeWitt. And that was from Infinite.
Yeah. That was a good one, but I was like, eh. I didn't really like. I thought the first two were better than that one. But then I had Deacon St. John from Days Gone.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I thought that was a nice one. Then I had some characters from Mass Effect. Nothing specific. Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil.
Oh, shit, I had Jill Valentine on my list.
And then I think I just had a couple others, like Johnny Cage from Mortal Kombat. Cheeseburger the Bear from Far Cry 5.
That's a goated pick.
Like I said, Duke Nukem, and just a couple other like
Okay.
Ashley Graham and stuff like that.
Yeah, those aren't bad at all.
Yeah.
So my honorable mentions from basically I had Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. Didn't end up going with him because I just feel like he gets brought up in everything,
Yeah.
and I get tired of hearing his name. And then I also had Corvo Attano from Dishonored.
I've not played that game, but I
nobody
know
here has
you're a
played
massive
Dishonored.
fan. I know you're a massive fan because you don't shut up. Sorry.
I haven't talked about Dishonored in ages. Had Dante from Devil May Cry.
I know that name.
Ooh.
Yeah, most people know his name at least. He's got name recognition.
Yeah.
Aiden
'cause of
Pierce from
Dante's
Watch
Inferno.
Dogs. Nope, no
Ooh, I have-
Ubisoft
I-
left here.
I wanted so badly to play Watch Dogs when it came out, and then my mom's like, "Oh no, it's a rated T game." I'm like, "Mom, I'm 15.
But Mom,
I am literally in that like age range."
Watch Dogs is a little fucked up. I'm not gonna lie.
Like I hate that I don't like playing single player games because there's a lot of games that I want to play that I probably will never get to play because all the games that I play are for stream and such.
The newest Watch Dogs was multiplayer, but whatever. And then my final one I had on there was Delson Rowe from Infamous Second Son. Obviously, I didn't pick him because Infamous.
I had an Infamous character.
Infamous. You kind of pick your own path, so he could be evil.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
be the villain.
All right, Kat. Honorable mentions.
So
before we hop to the bracket.
I got a fucking list. So obviously I had Doomslayer, Shovel Knight, and Master Chief.
Mm-hmm.
Those were taken. I also had Mario on here just in case Luigi was taken. I like Luigi more than Mario, plus he has more games where he's kind of like the center character. I also put like Spyro, Tails as a backup just in case Sonic was taken, Peach, because I could argue her kind of maybe. I actually have my my list separated into 3 categories. I have people I'm going to pick, backups, and then I don't know about these ones. And the only one underneath of that last one is Kirby.
Oh, Kirby's great.
Because I don't know if he's considered the good guy, because he causes a lot of problems.
If he's not the good guy, he's just very innocent in his genocide.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not the
and
good
then-
guy list. It's the hero list. That's a different thing.
I also had Cole from Infamous 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And then I also put red, blue, and green, which is the same character, and they're from the original Pokemon games.
Yeah, I would have fought you on that one.
Yeah, because that one's dumb.
They're not even a named character. Technically.
They are. That's their name. Their name is red, blue, and green. Those are their names.
Nah.
Just like the canon name of your rival is Gary.
No, it's douchebag.
I'm gonna name my children.
Mine was Dick Sniffer.
I'm gonna name my kids boy, girl, and secret third thing.
Boy, girl, and wouldn't you like to know?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
I also kind of had Ash on my list because he's technically the playable character in Pokemon Yellow. But the only reason why Pokemon Yellow exists is because of the anime.
Yeah, that one's kind of a paradox.
Yeah. The same with Spider-Man.
All right. So we've got our picks. I think most of us are pretty happy with them. Let's
Something like that.
hop our way over to the bracket, and we'll start the tournament.
A few moments later.
Our first one is Master Chief versus Spyro the Dragon.
So I know where I'm going on this one, but Master Chief, go ahead and argue your point.
He's motherfucking Master Chief. I mean, besides him being a genetically modified brick shithouse, he does in fact save the world.
Mm-hmm.
Several times.
Several times through several iterations, fighting for humanity, and even at points fighting for his own beliefs and what he thinks would be a better cause for the overall world instead of just what he's told to do. So I can appreciate going against authority to do what you think is better for humanity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Spyro saves his entire species, children and adults included. He has to, and he's fucking adorable, so he's got that
Okay,
going
let me
for
do
him.
some research real quick.
Cat had both of
When-
these on his list, so
When did the last Spyro game come out?
What does their
the Reignited trilogy came out
popularity
like
have
2
anything
years
to do
ago.
with their... Yeah.
September 2019. I'm just saying he's not as relevant as Master Chief is, first of all.
What does relevancy have anything to do with their hero status?
No, I'm just saying he's irrelevant.
Yeah, it's a dumb point. It doesn't make any sense for this competition.
I don't
Well, you
know
see,
if
here's
I
the
can
thing.
safely
I already know.
vote against Master Chief without being scared of our audience.
I'm also like, I think Master Chief is like,
I've never even played
Spyro.
Halo.
The only game that I've ever played with Spyro in it is Skylanders, and
Well,
That
that's
is it.
just a wrong.
Fucking Skylanders, man.
Bro, he looked like a English bulldog mixed with a
did.
dragon.
but no, I'm also gonna go with Master Chief because I just like him more.
Well, you're wrong, but okay.
Another thing I have to say is that he's not blinded by what he's supposed to be, like what his job is because he teams up with, quote unquote, the enemy at several points in the game to fight a common goal or common other, the enemy of my enemy
he's
is
more-
my friend.
Yeah, he's more layered.
I am more willing
Yeah.
to go with Master Chief because of the legacy he's left behind. And
Yeah.
the amount of games he has that have built his story up, even though there was a terrible Halo TV show.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
I'm going to
definitely-
ignore the existence of that.
Like, definitely hurt his reputation, not gonna lie.
Did you watch the Halo movie?
No. I also didn't watch
So
the Doom movie.
apparently, I am the only person who knows this movie exists because I've mentioned the Halo movie to like 10 different people, and they're like, "That doesn't exist." So I look it up, and it exists, but no one else has watched it,
Are you
and it's
shitting
kind of
me?
like.
Sorry, I was
What?
looking ahead at the next bracket, and I'm about to bust a gut laughing.
Uh-oh. I think it was like Halo Before Dawn or something like that. Yeah, forward into dawn. That's what it is.
Yeah, Forward Unto Dawn.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, that movie was not bad. But at the same time, I'm the only person that has recollection of watching it.
No, I've seen this. It was for a very limited amount of time on Netflix. And I have seen this
What
movie.
a winner.
I mean, it was
Netflix
better than
didn't
the
want it.
show.
It
It was
wasn't
better
horrible.
than the show.
It didn't really focus on Master Chief himself.
It focused on the Halo world. Master Chief was like a cameo at the end type of thing.
All right.
Yeah, it focused more on like how like the kids kind of get into becoming a soldier.
Which is honestly, that's how you do a video game movie. Is it's either a prequel to the games or something that just takes place in the same universe. Otherwise, it's gonna suck.
All
Sonic
right.
would argue.
I will. Yeah, actually, the Sonic movie was pretty good. I will give that
Well, yeah,
one to
but-
Master Chief. I think just based on his reputation.
100% Master Chief. Yeah.
Sorry, Spyro.
Fine.
I also feel like he's just more of like no discredit to Spyro, but he's more of a layered character. Like Jeremy said,
His name carries a lot more weight,
yeah.
and he doesn't even have a name. His name is John.
John Halo, yeah.
Yeah.
John Halo, Mr. Halo himself.
All right. So, not shitting you. This is the next bracket. It's Link versus Zelda.
Oh my god.
And at this point, it's just who's gonna win the fist fight.
Zelda.
Well,
Who has more stamina?
Zelda.
I'm gonna. Well, it depends on how many stamina vessels you get. I'm gonna go for this one for Link because Zelda is only really the hero of the game in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Other than that, she was kind of just like the damsel in distress.
I am leaning Zelda based on how important Zelda is to the entire story of The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
the
yeah,
Legend of
yeah, I can see that.
Zelda.
The goddess of light
Yep.
versus Ganondorf. I mean, that's the whole
The only
basis
Zelda-
of the story.
The only Zelda game I've played is Ocarina of Time, so I will lean toward Link in this particular instance.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Can I also say that in the newer games, the two new games, Breath of the Wild, you know, like Link has like his house and he puts all his cool like trophies in it. And the second game, Zelda moves in and just tosses all that shit out.
I saw that.
she totally just shows up in his house and just like, yeah, this is my house now.
Fierce deity sword? Nah, we don't need that.
I haven't gotten that far because I haven't played the game.
You just watch someone play it, don't you?
Yeah, because I don't. First of all, don't have the money to buy that game. Second of all, I don't have the time.
Yeah, you watch
Because
the
if I'm a-
Game
if-
Grumps play it, right?
Yeah, if I'm gonna play the game, I'm gonna buy my own Switch. That way, it doesn't get hogged by the other people in my house.
That's fair.
So that game goes from like $60 to like $260. So I'm just gonna watch someone else play it and laugh along the way.
All right, Jeremy, you're the deciding vote, I guess, of Zelda or Link.
Whether or not it ties or not.
If there's a tie, I guess Cat will just have to pick since they're both his picks.
I'm gonna say Zelda wins because I feel like she can get murderized later on.
I think
Well,
they
that's not
both have to go
fair.
back into the bracket then.
No, I'll pick who I think actually. I'm gonna go with Link.
All right, so it's 3-1 Link. All right.
Yep.
All right, I'll let Link.
I
You did bring up a valid point.
Let's see. Doom Guy versus Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic.
So
Did you pick Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yeah, I have no knowledge of Doom.
As a basic rundown of what Doom is, basically you're this guy who is given God.
Yeah, I know. Rabbit saves the
okay,
world,
okay.
fights demons.
Yeah, he is. I think he would be more of like a biblical good guy because he literally goes to hell and fights demons.
and then
Want to
comes
piss off the
back.
Sonic fandom?
It
I
is a
don't
scary
care.
Fandom.
See,
Do you want to
here's
piss
the
off the
thing.
Sonic fandom?
Here's the thing. Sonic is my character,
Yeah,
but Doom was number one. Doom Guy was number one on my list, so I'm gonna go against my character and vote Doom Guy.
Can I also say I would be a lot
Your
more
funeral.
afraid I'd be a lot more afraid of the Sonic fandom than I would be the Doom fandom.
I'm giving this to Doom Guy based off of just how much more I enjoy his games versus Sonic games.
Yeah, that too. Sonic games you run.
And they've both been around for equally a long amount of time.
Yeah.
I feel like Doom Guy also started an entire, like... Not started, but...
he was
He started the horse
revolutionary.
shooter.
He was revolutionary in the making of games. Not that Sonic wasn't either, because Sonic in its own way with Nintendo was very, or Sega, sorry, was very, it was very, man, I'm having a stroke, sorry. Very, like, inspirational. But
In a strange way, they're very similar to one another.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if you, from when Doom first came out as like this kind of like pixelated first person
Boomer shooter.
yeah, it's called and the fact that Doom as a meme itself, that Doom can run on anything
Yeah.
because of how like old it is and how like simple it was back in the day. He is my guy, but I'm also going to vote for him.
All right.
Yeah,
I think
he
that's,
wasn't-
that's 3-1,
he wasn't my
unfortunately,
guy.
Ben.
It wasn't my character. It's your rank. You're the host. So you're gonna have to deal with the damn angry Sonic fandom.
That's fair enough. Yeah. All right. Next up, Ventus versus Ezio.
Thank God it's not me again. I can sit back this time.
You don't have to get grilled. So I guess I'll start with defending Ezio because neither of you have played Assassin's Creed games.
Nope.
Ezio is the icon of Assassin's Creed. When you think of Assassin's Creed, you think of Ezio. The white and red robes, running through all of Venice and Italy, just being a general badass.
I'm going to stop you there.
Uh-huh.
Tell me more of not why he's an icon, but why he's a good guy.
Because he stopped a hostile takeover of the Templars in Rome where they took out the Pope and ended up taking his place.
Okay.
I mean, there's that.
Sound.
Ven?
Oh, my turn.
See-
Okay.
Yeah, these are both characters that I know nothing
You're going to have to explain who Ventus is to them.
Ventus
Yeah, you're gonna have to-
literally. Ventus is literally a warrior of light against the darkness that consumes hearts and takes over people's bodies. His heart is literally pure light, which is not something that happens. So, pure goodness.
Anyone else
Instrumental
get that?
in
Did he protect the church, though? Did he go to Venice, Italy?
the Church of Friendship.
Did he kill the fake Pope?
No, but he was instrumental in killing fucking Xehanort, basically the Lord of Darkness and all evil.
Did he bludgeon the Pope with his keyblade?
Now, but
So-
he beat the shit out of himself. The dark evil version of himself.
That sounds like he needs to go to therapy.
Uh,
So,
his name is Wind in Latin.
Yeah.
It is indeed.
His two buddies are Terra and Aqua.
Kingdom Hearts.
yes.
The power of waking.
Don't name people Terra because Terra gets his shit rocked in this game. All Terras everywhere get their shit
No
rocked.
pun intended.
Just don't name people Terra. They're gonna have a bad time.
You could say it'd be terrible.
was.
Putting the rim shot there.
The huh?
So, I'm gonna go.
different.
I'm
kind
gonna
of
go
rim.
with. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do a rim job there.
That's not what I said.
So I'm gonna go with Ezio on this one because, like Ace started out with, he's more iconic. I haven't played a single Assassin's Creed game, but I know who he is. I haven't played a single Kingdom Hearts game, and that character, this is the first time I've ever heard that character's name. So,
Like if I told you
I'm gonna go
to
with Ezio.
imagine an assassin from Assassin's Creed, that's the assassin that pops in your head.
yeah. Also, like, he saved the church. We all know how much I love religion.
You are remembering this is the character that Ace himself said he could argue as the villain.
I said I could argue against him. I never said I could argue him as a villain.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but is he?
No, definitely not. Definitely
Well, if you can
not.
argue against him.
Okay, Ace, I want absolute 100% transparency from you right now.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Are there more points against him being a hero than a villain?
More points against him being a hero. What do you mean? Like more?
Like if I were to,
There's
if I
way
were
more
to have
evidences
picked Ezio,
of him as a hero than a villain.
Would he be getting presents
Would
on
you-
Christmas Day?
would you have had an easier time arguing against him or for him? Is what I'm asking.
Oh, definitely for him. Arguing against him is
Yeah,
difficult.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
but there's-
Yes.
But I have.
There's some
I do
points.
have points.
There's points, and there are none against Ventus.
Well, see, here's the thing. Ventus is too much of a cliche. Like, oh, he's the perfect person.
I mean, he
A heart
is...
of pure good. He's like too much of a cliche, in my opinion. Anyways, I'm going with Ezio. I'm going with
Yeah.
Ezio.
All right. Hurry up. I need final decisions from everyone. Quick.
I'll go with the Ezio because every time he kills somebody, he says "rest in peace" in Latin.
It is pretty badass.
At least putting some idea that he doesn't exactly want to do what he's doing, and that he doesn't exactly hate everyone that he's killing.
It
But
was
even if they are bad guys, he's still wishing them a peaceful passing.
It was something he learned
Like-
very early on in the Brotherhood to respect each kill. These are still people. They're not just fodder.
Yeah.
Ventus
Kinda
never
reminds
kills
me-
anyone.
Because he's a pussy. Moving on.
He's a child. Give him a break.
All right.
Anyways, moving on.
All right.
Who is next?
Next up, we have William Blazkowicz versus Lee from The Last of Us.
God damn it! Now it's me versus me.
My
I know
own
neither of
worst
these
enemy.
characters.
It's okay. So for a rundown of both for all parties involved, including listeners, William J. Blazkowicz is I believe he's Jewish in the games, but essentially he's fighting Nazis in a world in which they won the Second World War.
Yep.
And they took over Europe and they bombed Manhattan and America, and they have essentially taken over. And he, throughout the series, goes around killing Nazis and eventually taking down the entire Reich.
It's a very
As you would
interesting
say.
story.
Yeah, and it's not just because it's in one of those really old games like Doom where it was
Wasn't this
That-
one of those games that like started the franchise that it is?
yes. It was one of those games like Doom where beforehand it was just a first person pixelated shooter that became a very bigger 3D game, kind of like Doom.
Okay.
Yeah, it was one of those really old games like that, and then it became something bigger. I enjoyed the story. I will say the very newest game that came out, which involved playing as his daughters, was kind of trash, and I didn't like it at all because garbage. But
The one before that, didn't it get banned for
Where?
a while?
I mean, maybe because Nazis.
Because
and
Nazis.
It does have a lot of.
I mean, that's
brutality.
that's
Not-
why Call of Duty Zombies got changed from Call of Duty Nazi Zombies to Call of Duty Zombies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
makes
just,
sense.
just because for some reason when people see a swastika in a video game, they automatically think that that video game is promoting it, even though the whole point of, Wolfenstein is that you're killing Nazis actively.
Anyways,
Yeah,
Okay.
and then
so he's a
as a
badass Nazi killer.
yeah,
Okay.
I would
and
argue that
he's-
Wolfenstein also had a lot more to do with the importance of video games in whole versus
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah,
Walking Dead.
yeah. It was like Doom where it helped other games basically walk or run. It walked so other games could run. And then as a
Yeah.
basic rundown, Lee from the Walking Dead Telltale series is basically he's on the way to prison, which doesn't sound very good. But as the zombie apocalypse, happens, it turns out that Lee isn't exactly a bad guy. He just found, I think his wife cheated on him, and he caught her, and things got out of hand with him and the other guy. But he finds this girl named Clementine, but basically he finds this girl named Clementine, and that is the character you play as in the second games. But it becomes that kind of relationship that you find with Joel and Ellie in the Last of Us games.
Sounds very similar.
Yeah, but yeah, cut it short. I like Lee. He's a very somber character. It's a lot of feels towards the end of the game. I'm not really gonna spoil it, but it hits you in the feels when it happens. But I think I am gonna go with William J. Blazkowicz just because he kills Nazis, and I can get behind that.
As can I.
I feel like anyone in a Walking Dead game, they're gonna be construed as a hero as long as they're not killing people.
Except for Negan. Negan, I don't think you could ever make him a hero.
I didn't watch Walking Dead, so that's why I say that. But also, isn't that Telltale game? Isn't that also one of those games that's pretty much gone down into the video game Hall of Fame for being one of a kind start of a lot of things?
It was the start of those kind of big decision-making games, I think, that actually caught on.
And
unfortunately, it also was the start
Medan.
of episodic release games.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was also the start of games like that one werewolf game that was like a $60 movie.
Oh,
that
The
was
Wolf Among
awful.
Us?
No, what was the name of Among Us? What was the name of the game? Not a good game, and it was like at a lake or something like that.
Oh, I know what game you're talking about. Fuck.
Yeah, the fact that we don't know the game just points out the fact that it's a bad game.
This game came out like last year. We do not remember it.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of it.
The Quarry.
I have.
The Quarry. That's the name of the game.
That's what that shit's called.
Dog shit.
Okay.
Spoilers, there's
I'm not
werewolves.
gonna say that people. I'm not gonna say that the people who made the game, hey, you did a bad job. I'm sure you poured your heart and soul out into it. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough.
All right, Kat. So Lee or Blazkowicz?
I'm gonna go William
All right.
because he killed Nazis.
Not that
What's
it's
more evil
important
than
anymore,
Nazis?
but what about you, Ven? After hearing those two thrilling stories, who would you have picked?
Not
I'll
that
go
your
with-
opinion's important.
With Nazi Killer, because I'm more familiar with his game and I've just heard of his game more.
Okay. That's fair. Oh,
I feel like-
it's my turn to stab myself in the foot.
Good.
It's Isaac Clarke versus Shovel Knight.
Oh,
They couldn't be more different, but they're both my boys. Obviously, we all know Isaac Clarke, the poor schizophrenic engineer who ends up in a horror movie as the protagonist.
was he actually schizophrenic? Is that
He's crazy.
No.
canon?
A little bit. He's misremembering his wife. I think she's his wife. It's death, I think. She kills herself on the camera. Spoilers for Dead Space.
The reason we call him schizophrenic is because there's this obelisk thing that it kind of spews thoughts into your head and can make you hallucinate to get what it wants.
He kind of stays that way throughout the series, though, afterwards.
I mean, that would probably take a giant toll on your psyche, I believe.
Yeah, he stays all fucked up even after he destroys the obelisk or puts it back or whatever the hell he did with it. I haven't played it in a while.
I think it has a permanent effect on your brain and how you think of things and what you can
Ace.
perceive.
I have never played Shovel Knight. I've seen the game. I know it resembles Mega Man.
It's Mega Man with
Very-
melee combat.
Okay, so like I said, I've never played the game. So which one do you want to win? Which one of these guys do you want to win? And try to sell me on that one.
I really want Shovel Knight to win because he is the king of indie games. He has gotten the most cameos out of any indie game ever for being just an absolute hero. He even got to be the first indie game to get a trophy in Super Smash Brothers.
Okay.
So he's the first summonable indie game character in a game full of AAA characters only.
Okay. What is the story of Shovel Knight?
Oh,
What's the...
Shovel Knight and Shield Knight, two adventurers, were traveling one day and found a tower. They entered the tower and something terrible happened, and Shield Knight disappeared, and the tower along with it. Shovel Knight decided to retire from adventuring and become a farmer when suddenly the Tower of Fate returns and he sets off on his quest to find Shield Knight again.
Okay. And then I have a deep love for indie games, but at the same time, those dark games like Dead Space, Dead Space, Doom, they kind of fall under the same category for me of just like dark. I like them because of like the subject matter, the aliens or the demons in Doom's case and whatnot.
Yeah. Dead Space.
I've never played Shovel Knight. He's more iconic, that's for damn sure.
I would say at this point, yeah.
But at the same the same point, Isaac Clarke is also pretty damn iconic. I knew who he was before I even knew what Dead Space was.
And Isaac Clarke's only had 3 games. Well,
yeah.
So is Shovel Knight, though.
But, yeah. So, it's tough for me, but I think I'm going to go Isaac Clarke.
Okay.
Power of friendship always wins in my book, so I'm going with Shovel Knight.
Well, the reason I'm going with Isaac Clarke is because he's more layered. He's more of like a character. He has. I'm not saying Shovel Knight doesn't have morals or he isn't layered as a character, but like Isaac Clarke is, or he's like more.
I mean,
he's
his
more
only
human.
goal in the end is to save his own skin and get out of there.
Yeah.
Versus Shovel Knight, who
That's
has a
not very
more heroic and righteous goal to save his best friend.
Yeah. Like I said, it's very tough for me, but I'm going to go with Isaac Clarke simply because I like Dead Space more.
All right. You got one for Shovel Knight, one for Isaac Clarke. What do you got, Jeremy?
Of course, as always, I'm the deciding factor. Hooray.
Well, no,
You
Ace
got to
hasn't
speak
voted
up
yet.
first.
Fair enough. I'm looking at Shovel Knight because I know a fairly good amount about Dead Space and Isaac Clarke, and I'm most likely gonna go with Isaac Clarke just because I know him as a character more, and I'm gonna be real with y'all. I didn't really know about Shovel Knight at all before this moment. And I understand.
I feel. Go ahead.
I understand that Shovel Knight is kind of like that indie classic, or it was kind of like the beginnings of indie games as a whole. But because I personally have never played it or really heard about it, I'm gonna have to go with Isaac Clarke.
That's fair.
All right, who's got a coin to flip?
Yeah, has anyone got a coin?
I got a dice. We'll do evens and odds. If
Okay.
it lands on even,
Evens.
if it lands on even, it's Shovel Knight. If it lands on odd, it's Isaac Clarke.
All right, go.
18.
18. Yay, Shovel
rolled a
Knight
D20.
wins.
I rolled a d20.
Oh, okay, I was like, what kind of dice he rolling?
I just picked out a dice from my D&D dice, and it happened to be my d20.
That works perfect. If it's a nat 1, they both die. Anyway. All right, moving on to our next one. Oh, no. It's Luigi versus Phoenix.
Luigi, 100%. Oh wait, this is my pick.
I can't really drag this one out.
So,
I mean,
Luigi, first of all, has more games, is a more memorable character, and same with, the reason I say memorable is because I forgot Phoenix Rising exists. But also, he has a series of games, Luigi's Mansion, where the most recent one, I don't know if the other ones fall under it because I've only played the one. But the most recent one, he's going into this haunted house, which he is beyond terrified of because he's like that scaredy cat character, to go save his brother and friends. So it's the same argument for Shovel Knight. He's going into somewhere. I'm sure Shovel Knight's not as scared because he's fucking Shovel Knight. Meanwhile, Luigi is terrified. and he goes into this haunted mansion above all odds to go save his brother and friends.
That's fair.
And yeah, and he's also just like he's a character, you know. He's just a dude.
He's just that guy.
Yeah, he's a guy.
I'm thinking we're probably all pretty much leaning Luigi. Basically, because I played Phoenix Rising and I forgot Phoenix.
I don't remember what the story was.
Yeah, see, like, how can, like, I know the story of Luigi's
Something
Mansion.
gods, something saved the world, I think, stopped Titan.
Wasn't Phoenix Rising criticized for being a Breath of the Wild ripoff?
In the beginning, I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, because it kind of looks the same as Breath of the Wild.
Similar aesthetics. That doesn't stop anything.
Get fucked. Alright. I think we're going for Luigi on this one. Unless Jeremy decides
What do you say, Jeremy?
to be upset.
No, I really like the trope of regular people thrown into situations that are like kind of like Isaac Clarke. I would throw Luigi in that because he's just regular plumber guy, and now he has to go into a haunted mansion.
Bro, Luigi's Mansion is E for everyone Dead Space.
Yeah, that too. Luigi's Mansion. I don't play a lot of single player games, and Luigi's Mansion is one of those that's on my list that, even though it is single player, I might have to suck it up and play the game because I played a little bit of it, and it's a damn good game. I just need a Switch.
All right. Moving on to our next one. We've got The Knight versus Rindo from The World Ends With You 2.
All right.
So,
well, The World Ends With You. For a rundown of this story in this world, they have to compete in these games where they do various competitions, and a lot of what they do is fighting what are called the noise, which are basically the manifestations of negative emotions. And if you win, you can go back to life. But the organization that's running the games, very corrupt, and are trying to destroy the world. So Rindo has to race the clock. You only get a week to play these games, and if you lose, obviously you die permanently. So he's got to race against the clock to try to defeat these evil organization to save the world from being consumed by nothingness, basically.
Man.
So, Hollow Knight. He's a dude.
Cat has no idea.
Well, no, my argument was just like, first of all, the game is super fucking hard. It's absolutely fun. Like every second of it, even though I've only played, I think, an hour, not even. Maybe, I think it was only like 45 minutes. I think that's how long the recording was. But even though I've only played a little bit of it, I want so badly to play the game again. And have tried to fight myself over loading it up because I want to get it all on recording. So, he's more memorable. Like, not more memorable, but he's iconic.
He's iconic.
I
don't think he's
I've
nearly
never
as
heard
deep.
of... Oh, yeah, he's the silent hero. He's just, like, yeah. He's a silent hero. I believe the goal of the game is to, like, stop the infestation or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Something like that. Yeah. So,
but there's no
he's
reason
saving
for why you're doing that. You don't understand.
listen, dude.
well,
You're supposed to be on my side.
The corruption is inherently evil.
Yeah.
Whose
Rindo's
side, like...
risking his life, his chance to be reborn,
Yeah.
to go back to life by doing this. He's risking everything.
Yeah, I
To
Yeah,
try
but
to
he
stop
already
the world.
died. Meanwhile, the Hollow Knight...
Actually,
Or the
he
knight.
was not. He's not actually dead. That's the spoilers. He's not actually dead.
spoilers for a relatively new game, honestly.
That nobody's
I
ever
mean,
heard of. Yeah, he
to be
he
fair-
got pulled into this.
To be fair, it does sound like a very interesting game.
Oh, it's really
Oh, it's great.
good.
Yeah, you'd like it.
The
I'm going
first
for
game, the mechanic.
Rindo for character alone. Just how much better of a character he is. The Knight is
Is it
cute.
like a first-person game?
It's third person.
Yeah. So that's third. You
Third
control a team of characters. There's not just Rindo. There's a couple other ones. There's Rhyme. And,
Okay.
You're in
some
a game.
buddies. Yeah.
So you have other teams you
you're-
compete against.
Yeah, you have a teammate. You have teams, and you're one of the like 3 or 4 teams that you're trying to compete with.
The death game.
Yeah, the first game, the mechanics are it's a DS game, and it relies very heavily on the DS. There is a Switch port which you can play, but there's also an anime. You could just watch that instead to get the story of the first game before going into the second one, which has much more modern mechanics and is really fun.
Okay. I'm still gonna go with the Hollow Knight, or the Knight, not the Hollow Knight. I'm still gonna go with the Knight because
All right.
he's cute and iconic, and people know him.
What does people knowing them have anything to do with them being a hero, though? I'm still confused
He's
about
risking
that.
he's risking his life. From what you see in the game, it doesn't seem like it affects him at all. So I feel like he has more of like, yeah, this guy, it'll affect him. He'll die. Like your guy, he'll die if the world dies, obviously.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Knight, he's going against all odds to just be. He's going into this place where it ultimately doesn't affect him, and just to save people. I'm assuming. Like I said, I haven't played too much of the game, but from what I gather so far, that's kind of what it feels like.
All right, Jeremy. You're the deciding vote again.
So yeah, awesome. So our buddy who came down from Virginia, right? He can probably tell you the entirety of Hollow Knight lore from just off the top of his brain. Because
is this the same buddy that couldn't find how to get to his fucking dad's house?
Yes, this is Alexi. He straight up is like he's just that guy. He's that guy that knows everything about it. It's a Souls-like, and yeah. He would be able to say a lot more about it, and he'd probably kill me for not picking it, but I really like the idea of you die, but when you get to heaven, God is like, so you have to beat me in a game of checkers to get in. And if you lose, you go to hell, or you just gone. And
No, it's God's like, you have to beat me in checkers. If you win, you go to heaven. Or if you win, you go back. If you lose, you go to heaven.
Well, no, because then it could be a win-win situation depending on how you look at it. I like how it's just like, if you win, you go back. If you lose, doesn't look very good. So I think I'm gonna go against what I would probably usually pick. I'm gonna go with heaven checkers.
All right.
Heaven checkers.
Rindo wins one.
Woo!
I mean, that is a pretty interesting character.
It's it's a very good story. I just haven't played the game in a while.
Yeah, I've never heard of this before, and it as something I've never heard of, it intrigues me.
It is on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
It is, yeah. All right.
Jeremy.
Yeah, I do.
Looks like we know
I
what
do
Jeremy's
recommend-
doing after the recording.
I do recommend at least watching the anime first, because there is the main character of the previous game is sort of this legend in the Neo of the World Ends With You, and if you don't know who that is, you're not going to understand why they're so like hyped up about like this legendary character.
Yeah.
Is this anime, like, is it on like Crunchyroll? Like, where?
I think I've seen it on Hulu or Max.
Yeah, it's on Hulu, I believe. So it would be on
Yeah.
Crunchyroll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I might have to watch it then.
And it's fully English dub now.
Yeah, they did finish the dub.
I'll have to watch that one after I finish One Piece.
Yeah, good luck with that.
He said
And
finish One Piece.
in 30 years from now.
I'm gonna watch One Piece, so it'll take me what you said like a week.
7 days, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We gotta speed this up. Spider-Man versus Ellie.
Ellie. Spider-Man's not an
That's-
actual video game hero.
That's he is, and
Not.
you
Nope.
didn't. There were
it's
no
not.
rules declaring that a character like Spider-Man can't be in this bracket. He is a video game hero.
It doesn't change my answer.
Well, you're just fucking wrong. So
Ellie
I'm not.
is
I'm not
from-
wrong though.
Ellie is from one of the best award-winning video game franchises ever for a reason.
Yep.
And it's definitely because she's the hero of the story, because it definitely ain't fucking Joel.
Whoa.
Joel's the hero of the story to a degree.
Any slander upon
Joel
Joel's
murders
name.
people. Just straight up.
For his surrogate daughter.
He took the cure away from the people.
I will not let you slander Pedro Pascal.
Well, okay, well, it has nothing to do with him, but...
I was joking.
Oh, well, Krill.
2 words. Golf club.
Shut your mouth.
1 word. Golf club.
But I do see where you're coming from. I would argue that Ellie was I wouldn't say necessarily innocent, but she was not fully involved with the whole, hey, let's murder everyone.
He kept it a secret from her because he knew if he told her, she would give her life to save the world.
This is true.
Yeah.
And it is a very hard thing, and it ties a lot into, Joel as his character, which is why I ultimately chose Ellie, because he's not really around for the second game, so I can't really relate back to him. And while I don't fully agree with everything that happened within the games, I just think, yeah, I'm gonna go with my own pick, which is Ellie.
I do think
I'm gonna go with Ellie.
Yeah,
too.
I think Ellie's the choice here, but I think Spider-Man was a hard one to put against her.
Yeah.
Spider-Man is a good character. Saying that he's a good video game character is wrong, because if it comes up at the end where somehow miraculously Spider-Man gets past this round and he goes up against Doomslayer, he's losing immediately.
Yeah.
Wait, so Doomslayer is allowed in the superhero roundup, but fucking Spider-Man's not allowed in the video game roundup.
No,
Your stipulation of we didn't say movie superheroes, we just said superheroes. This one's specifically video game superheroes. So yes,
yeah, and he's
Doomslayer is
specifically the hero of a buttload of fucking video games.
Okay,
There are a ton of Spider-Man video games.
There are more Spider-Man video games than like pretty much any other character, except for maybe Mario.
Yes. I'm not saying that you're inherently wrong. I'm just explaining the reason why. Okay. The reason why I'm picking Ellie over Spider-Man is because Spider-Man is a comic book character that just so happens to be iconic enough to have video games made from him.
Okay. All right.
It's something we'll have to clarify next draft then. But as far as now, we didn't clarify it, so he counts.
I say that's more personal opinion.
Yeah.
Because
No, he is to a degree a video game character, but he didn't derive from video games. He came from comic books.
This is true.
All right. Last one before we get to the more intense brackets here, and then we'll hopefully get close to the end here. It's Kratos
Ben
versus
hates me
Lara
now.
Croft. It's hard for me.
I say Laura because Kratos isn't really a hero, is he? He kills all the gods.
I know Laura's not really a hero either. She's a tomb robber.
Kratos kills the gods. Kratos kills the gods because they are
He does it
evil, though,
for
right?
selfish reasons. He doesn't do it to save the world. I won't lie. Kratos does not give 2 shits about the world.
It depends on which version of Kratos you're looking at.
Well, even
Yeah.
new Kratos doesn't care about the Norse world.
You're right.
His kid does.
But in the newer games, it's more like Kratos kind of just wants to go do his own thing, live his peaceful life, and literally everyone else is knocking on his door like, "Hey man, we're gonna fuck with you."
Is that your kid?
Yeah.
I think
That's
Laura embodies the spirit of a hero better than Kratos does.
I would agree to that. I would agree that Laura has
These are both
stronger
your picks,
morals
aren't they?
than Kratos does.
I know more about God of War than I do about Tomb Raider, though.
I'm gonna.
So is Lara Croft kind of like an Indiana Jones type character, or closer to like Nathan Drake?
Yeah, she's more Indiana Jones.
So she's like, this belongs in a museum. I'm gonna sell this for a lot of money.
Basically.
Okay.
It's her hobby, basically, to do this.
And doesn't she end up like stopping evil dudes from doing
She
shit?
usually
too,
ends
a lot
up
of the time?
stopping evil organizations from wielding ancient powers, yes.
I mean, Nathan Drake is also kind of a good guy too,
Yeah.
but arguably, a lot of his problems would stop if he stopped. Like
Yeah.
the only reason why he gets in the predicaments that he gets in is because he's chasing money.
Well,
Yes.
right.
And
But
stuff.
he also prevents an evil organization from using. Wait, hold on.
We're not going to
That's
argue
not
about
part of
Nathan
this
Drake.
We're not
argument.
arguing
Why
Nathan
are we-
Drake, all right?
No.
Oh
we're
yeah,
talking
you're
about
right.
Kratos.
You're right. It's Kratos versus
Let's-
Lara Croft.
Just shut me up.
I'm gonna go with Lara Croft
All right.
because Kratos, he kills the Greek gods because they did him dirty. Basically, it's just a revenge story.
Yep.
And then the other games after that are
All right.
the
People won't stop
aftermath
fucking
of
with
his
Kratos.
revenge.
All right. We're back around
Yeah.
again. Master Chief versus Link.
That's a hard one.
Man.
They're both equally as iconic.
Master Chief versus the Twink.
Both the green
I
guys.
was about to say like complete opposite physiques. Brick shithouse versus tall little baby man.
Well, Link was made to be the way he was because he's supposed to be. He's a very masculine female, but a very feminine male. And the reason why is so he's more of a
Neutral
a
party?
they-them character. Yeah, same reason why he, after all these years, he still doesn't have a voice. We're ignoring the fact that the cartoon existed because I think Nintendo wants us to do the same. But he doesn't have a voice, and the reason why is so more people can like relate to him. You know?
Project. They can project themselves onto him.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder what Ganon's up to.
Excuse me, princess.
I think Link is a little bit more of a hero because he never gets a fucking break and he just keeps going. It's been centuries and this dude keeps just saving the world.
He does keep getting reincarnated into the same shithouse every single day.
Yeah, and every time he picks up the damn sword and he keeps going.
Is it the same Link? Like it
Same
is
spirit.
reincarnation, right?
It's the same
Yeah.
spirit.
Yeah.
It's a different body. It's the same spirit though every time.
Except for the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are
Same guy.
It's the same guy, and
Same thing
those are also those two games are a continuation of the version of Link that died to Ganon. Correct?
I think so.
Same thing
the
with
the lore's very tricky, but
Well,
there's three different. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
the games weren't originally meant to connect. The first time they did, the first time it was the same character canonically was Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, because those two games they're back to back. It's a sequel. That was the first instance of it being the same Link, and at that point the fandom was like, "Hey, what if they were all the same Link?" And this was all a continuation. At that point, Nintendo latched onto that idea, and that's when it became this is the same character over and over again, just reincarnated.
Yeah. Also, there was three different versions of Link. There was the one that the kid Link that ended up dying in Majora's Mask.
Yep.
That was
that's
the lore.
where they made one of their timelines.
Yeah, and then one of the timelines was Link beats Ganon, and then the other one was the same exact timeline, like a copy of it, but instead of beating Ganon, he dies. And I'm pretty sure, I could be very wrong on this, because like I said, the timeline is very fuzzy, but Breath of the Wild is a continuation of the timeline where he loses against Ganon.
Probably. Okay. So,
Who knows?
Only for him to
Link or Master
Anyway.
Chief?
come back to life and kick his ass.
Link.
Link.
I'm going to go with Link.
All right.
Sorry, Jeremy.
Yeah, I
He's
had a
stunned.
feeling I was gonna lose this one because everybody was like, yeah, but Link. I was like,
Yeah, but Link."
Link.
But Link.
I've also never
I mean-
played any of the Halo games.
I've never played
Oh,
either.
I mean,
fuck, man.
I've
Doom Guy
only
versus
played...
Ezio.
Ah.
I can't
Doom Guy.
I can't argue Ezio over Doom Guy. There's just too much
Yeah.
there.
I apologize. Ezio is cool, but also Doom Guy.
They both have blades on their wrists.
Ezio has a secret shiv. Doom Guy has a fucking sword.
All
He
right.
makes it known.
Isn't the
that if you-
story of Doom? Isn't the story of Doom Guy just revenge for his rabbit though? Is that really heroic?
No.
Not really.
No, there's a lot more to it than that. That's like the reason why he's so angry, but also the fact that the demons kind of took over the world.
Yeah,
Okay, fair
basically.
All right. We are like really far into this episode, so we're going to speed round these last few.
All right.
All right, we're running back
Let's
around to
go.
Link versus William Blazkowicz.
Like
I think I'm going Link.
Twink.
All right.
God damn it.
Sorry, Jeremy.
Sorry, Jeremy.
I'm sorry. Oh God. We got Shovel Knight versus Luigi.
Ooh.
I want to say Shovel Knight. He's just a lot more heroic than Luigi.
Yeah, he's more of a
Yeah,
hero.
but Luigi's a dude who
Yeah.
Wait,
a dude,
didn't
not a hero.
Luigi go? Yeah, but he's a dude with no powers that went and saved. It's literally the same story. I'm going into somewhere that I don't really want to go into to save my friends and brother.
Shovel Knight's just a dude with a shovel.
Yeah, he's a knight with
Yeah.
a shovel.
He has no powers.
Neither does Luigi. They're literally the same
exactly.
character.
Yeah, so Shovel Knight.
Yeah, Shovel Knight looks cooler.
Yeah, I prefer the aesthetic of knight with a shovel that beats the shit out of things than
Yeah, I think it also would be an injustice to let a indie character move on, or not move on, with him being as iconic as he is.
Versus Lesser Mario, yeah.
Not lesser Mario. He is better. Mario is a sociopath.
All right,
That's why I picked Luigi.
Doom Guy versus Rindo.
Doom Guy.
God damn it. Yeah, it's Doom Guy. And I think Jeremy agrees because that's one of his picks.
Also, that laugh.
Yeah.
My one
Laura-
character that made it past the first round.
Yeah. Laura Croft versus Ellie.
Ooh.
Wait, am I out?
No, you have Link.
Okay. Oh yeah. You're
Yeah,
right. I forgot.
Link took out two of my characters. I like this lineup because it's two not only female characters, but it's two female characters, but I would say that Ellie has a deeper story. As you guys keep saying it,
Ellie has-
more layered.
Yeah.
She's got more of a heroic story. Laura
Ellie's
Croft's just
got more
She has-
reason.
Yeah,
as a
Laura-
hero.
Yeah, she has.
Yeah,
she has the.
Ellie was
conviction.
forced into it. Laura Croft was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go into this place for fun." Oh shit, bad
Yeah.
shit's happening.
She was
Yeah.
born rich and does this for fun. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ellie on this one too. Yeah.
Home stretch here. Link versus Shovel Knight. We got two
Link.
great knights of the realm.
Ooh.
Link, like Ven said, he doesn't really get a rest. He's like back in it, always, constantly. Shovel Knight, he got to farm for a little bit.
You got to-
Also, Shovel Knight fucking gave up. He didn't even go search for the tower. He just fucking gave up.
The tower vanished into thin air. What do you want him to do?
Link is also a jack of all trades. He's a sailor. He plays the ocarina.
all right. Speed run. Come
Yeah,
on, guys.
I will succeed. I think.
Really? I was gonna go with Shovel Knight.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he already succeeded, so that's 2 for Link and 1.
No. If I could talk someone to Shovel Knight over Link, I'm picking fucking Shovel Knight.
Some of it is because he killed two of my guys back to back, but mostly because Shovel Knight, you know.
Shovel.
Yeah, but he has a boring ass
Ven?
shovel. Meanwhile, Link has a lesser version of a lightsaber.
Ven.
Yeah, but that also got shattered, so cry about it.
Shovel Knight or Link, Ven?
That's hard, honestly, because
Speed round.
Shovel Knight.
Woo!
Yeah!
God damn it!
I think that's cat out.
Damn.
You're so close. All right. Finally, we got Doom Guy versus Ellie.
Oh, no! Damn!
I think.
Oh.
I
Well,
go with Ellie.
either
on
I
that
way,
think Ellie's a
Jeremy
better
wins.
character.
I was
Ellie's
gonna go
more-
Doom Guy.
I think Ellie's
Jeremy?
got more of the, again, heroics there.
I love Ellie, but because of how things turn out in the second game, just my personal opinion, I gotta go with Doom Guy on this one.
Roll the d20, cat.
Wait. Okay, so the final like best of all superheroes comes down to a fucking dice.
Yep.
Oh wait, so Doom Guy is evens, Ellie is odds.
Yep.
Doom Guy. It was a 16.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Doom Guy
So
versus
the
Shovel
best-
Knight.
Oh, this isn't the last one? Okay. I thought you said this was the last
This
one.
is the last one right here. Doom Guy versus
This one.
Shovel Knight.
I'm gonna go Doom Guy.
I'm not surprised.
Like, let's be honest.
I should say that Shovel Knight did 1v1 Kratos and win. So he could.
Win.
Yeah. It is game.
Win.
You could.
Did he actually?
Yes, you could fight Kratos and the Battletoads in Shovel Knight.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
Sounds like a copyright infringement.
However, Shovel Knight is fighting to save his best friend. Doom Guy is fighting off literal demons from hell to save the entire world.
Is he doing it
Yeah,
because
this
he
is
wants
true,
to
too.
save the world or because he's too angry to die?
No, because he wants to save the world legitimately. That's the whole point of Eternal, is that he doesn't have to, and people are actively telling him to step away. It's not his fight anymore, but he still wants to save the human race.
Yeah, this is true.
You know,
It's not.
I like the Doomslayer quite a bit. So this is.
I think it's okay for you to say that. I think it's okay for you to admit that Shovel Knight's losing this one because he got as far as he did.
I just think when I think of a hero, the Doomslayer is not what comes to mind because
Why?
he's terrifying and he scares everyone who's around him. Versus
Well,
Shovel
right,
Knight.
but he's not inherently like a bad guy. Like everyone's afraid of
No,
him.
no, he's
But-
not like a
but-
bad guy.
But even when people realize that he's not just there going to murder everyone because he exists, they do help him out.
Yeah.
yeah.
This is a biased thing, remember. This is a biased draft. We said so at the
Yeah,
beginning.
we did say this will be a biased draft based on our opinions.
Yeah.
I just don't.
That's why Link lost.
That's okay. I'm gonna go Shovel Knight. Kat and Jeremy are gonna go Doom Guy. What about you, Ven?
Well, they're both extremely iconic characters that did a lot for the video game world as we know it. Doom Guy
Did
built
it, though?
the first-person shooter. Shovel Knight built the concept that an indie game can be as great as a
Okay.
AAA game.
AAA game. But yeah, like what Ace was saying, when you think of a hero, your Doom Guy is more on the anti-hero kind of sort of spectrum with the, he's scary and nasty and you don't want to fuck with him or go, you don't want to go ask for his autograph, whereas Shovel Knight you'd be like, that's a hero you can put your faith in and trust and be a friendly face around the neighborhood. So I'm going with Shovel Knight.
I would definitely ask for Doom Guy's autograph.
Oh yeah, 100%. I ain't scared.
You're not scared of death. All right, Kat, you're gonna roll that d20 3 times
Why?
because we're tied.
Best 2 out of 3.
Why 3 times?
Because
Best
best,
two out of
2 out of 3
Or we flip a coin.
Okay, so
to give everyone a chance.
Doom
here.
Guy.
Doom Guy will be
Doom
evens.
Guy's even.
Shovel Knight will be odds.
Okay. Okay, so we got Doom Guy. Doom Guy.
All right, well that's it.
I just rolled an 18 and then an 8.
Oh,
So
All right, Doom Guy takes it as our #1 video game hero.
and if you just think
I
about
mean-
it, if Kat was one person before you, he would have won.
I would have won if I was not the last one. It's same with the fucking Spider-Man draft. Oh my god, the only reason why I lost is because the ordering was stupid.
I didn't even know you liked Spider-Man, so you can't blame me for that one.
This is true.
I didn't think anyone was gonna pick him.
Really?
Nah, not as
Okay.
a first pick anyway. Maybe like a third pick.
All right.
Okay.
That's it, everyone. We've drafted
That wraps it up.
the best
Man.
video game hero. And Doom Guy stands victorious.
What did we learn today?
I learned that you guys are uncultured in certain games and need to play more.
This is true. I was very surprised about how branched out everybody was. I was expecting a lot of
Oh yeah.
I was like all of my characters I was expecting other people to pick them a lot more than what actually happened.
Oh, I wasn't expecting anyone to pick any of my characters.
There was a few of mine I thought might go, but none of them ended up going.
Yeah. I mean, it was funny because both people. So I would have picked Doomslayer if I was before Jeremy, and then I was going to pick Shovel Knight, but backed out last second.
Bro could have got second place.
I mean, Link.
He could have got first and second.
I know, right? Damn. Drop the ball.
This is what I get for drafting with the heart. I'm gonna stop doing that. No, I'm sure if you were to look up best video game heroes of all time, Doom Guy is gonna be pretty high up there.
Yeah.
I bet Mario's higher.
Also, yeah, but Mario's also not that great of a guy.
All right. Well, for anyone who is still listening after an hour and 40 minutes,
God.
if you want to, we have some social medias you might want to check out. Instagram, Filters Podcast, Twitter, The Filters PC, and TikTok, The Filters Podcast. All of these are places you could find more Filters content.
So, fun fact, I just looked it up. The top person on the list that searches up is Lara Croft.
Oh,
by Kratos.
what a bitch.
Brother.
What an upset.
So, yeah, you could go check out the socials. We're pretty active on there, and by we, I mean Ace. I'll post memes every once in a while.
I do everything.
No, you don't. At this point in time, you do, but I'm sorry. And if you guys want to find any more Dr. Catatonic content, I'm currently on a hiatus because family stuff, like life stuff. But you can go click my link tree down in the description below, Twitch and YouTube at Dr. Catatonic. Ace, what about you? You got any Ace of Shame content for everyone?
Now that I am back from my vacation, there should be a resuming in the Ace of Shame content on both Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, anywhere you can search the words Ace of Shame, you will find something.
Except for Pornhub. I don't think you're gonna find him on Pornhub.
We've already talked about
I'd hope
this.
not.
There's no Pornhub in Virginia.
Oh yeah, you're right, L. Anyone else have anything they want to shout out?
I mean, the only thing I do, which I've said a couple times now, is I write fan fiction on AO3 under my handle Domesticated Opossum. If you want some weird, Batman and Danny Phantom fanfic, come check me out.
You could probably also find Aceotonic fanfic over there. I know you guys want it so badly after Ace forgot to edit that out of the last episode.
I haven't done that yet. I was gonna look into that.
Please don't. But yeah, this has been Filterless, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed. Ven, hit us with an outro.
Why? What? No, you can't put me on the spot like that.
Jeremy, hit us with a secondary outro.
This has been the Filterless Podcast. Have a wonderful day, and make sure to listen to all of the episodes, including the ones to come. If you don't, do it.
I'll kill you.
Yeah, that thing. We will
Let's not
kill
make
you.
that threat.
No, we will.
Let's not make that
We won't-
threat. No,
We
let's
won't.
not do that.
We won't kill you. We won't
No,
kill you.
we'll just be very disappointed.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourselves.
Okay, Mario.